Previously on Amassers Bitcoin price targets at the top of the week.
Next stop was the average swing down, and we had a little consolidation there, and now we're breaking. We didn't quite make it to that 111,600, which was my next line. Okay, there's not a lot to say here. You can see that giant wick, and I had my lines there, and when we broke that, we started a breakout. There was some profit taking. We're breaking out again, and once again there's some profit taking. What do you think professionals are going to do? They sell enough of their position to get momentum going to the downside that day. After Jackson Hole comes out favorable, you can now buy back in at an even lower price than you sold for just the other day. Remember, you started the sell-off, and also, what if it would have been negative? 75% of your risk was already gone off the table. Okay, I'm putting it up on the screen now, and what everyone is focusing on is, he said downside dangers are rising. So this is interpreted as the Fed's about to take a new stance, and we're going to see rate cuts. And now I want to show you guys what Bitcoin done as a result. But I want you to remember, we're just right back inside of the original market maker zone I posted at the top of the week. Okay, let's take a quick look at the crypto screener and see how things reacted. I saved this snapshot of crypto on the screener earlier, and you can see real exuberant behavior. All of these yellow iterations signifies when we are really at a cautionary level. If you were fin to consider buying spot, you maybe can get a better price another day, because everything in this row right here is what's going on today. Okay guys, there's two sides to every coin, and over here we keep it real. Okay, so Australian dollar was buying even around the end of the day. They were buying Aussie dollar, they were selling US dollar. They were buying silver, they were selling US dollar. They were buying the pound, selling US dollar. They were buying the euro, selling US dollar. They were buying gold, selling US dollar. They were buying New Zealand dollar, selling US dollar. They were selling the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. They were selling the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, selling US dollar versus the Japanese yen, selling the British pound versus the Japanese yen. So remember, there are two sides to every coin. Okay, in closing, this is a 15-minute chart that I'm zooming in on. I hope you guys can see this. This is where I got in on a short for the USD Canadian. As you noticed, we were sold off heavy by the end of the day. So before I went to sleep, I want to make some money in my sleep. Okay, so I put on my chart for the US CAD, and we exited there. Now I know someone's gonna say, but Alfred, you look at all of this money, you could have made more. Listen, a long time ago an old guy told me, and hey, now maybe at 54 I'm the old guy, but the cat told me, hey, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered. I don't know what the report is going to say on the prior day. That was the point of the example that I gave at the front of this video. That's why bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered. Let's take one more quickie look at what happened to the dollar overall. Okay, this is the dollar index overall. You can see that same thing happening there. Powell comes out, Jackson Hole, and there we go. Guys, there is a currency war going on. Who's going to win? Who knows? It certainly was a day for crypto today, though. But that's all I have for you guys right now. I just wanted to talk about what happened at Jackson Hole, the possibilities of a Fed rate cut, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Alfred for Amassers.com. If we've helped you, please help us by sharing this content with others. See you when I see you. Peace.